team from the Pac-12, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Sun Devils' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll move the tight end. The inside handoff. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall, now 3rd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Levin. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turn it over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
They'll try the run. Slithers into space. Got enough for the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Huskers can really attack on this second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive. Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Takes the handoff. It's Ives. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Cornhuskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Give to the single back. Oh, out of space. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Speeding down the left side. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. throw on first down off the play fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it down the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. So first down here as they go back to work. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking for a man, it's Levitt. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
The Sun Devils will keep this drive going. No Cam Scatterboo this season. Guys, he was the definition, all-purpose, workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reeves? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar. Sam Levitt is that guy. Can run it, can throw it, showed so much moxie last year. The offense might look a little bit different, but it's nice to have a trigger man like that.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just trying to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I've got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt is in the air. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They go to the ground. Makes him talk to the hand. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Fires complete on the crosser. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that
And he's still running after the move. They are down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
To the air, it's Rayola. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down, and it's it.
Touchdown, Nebraska! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan State made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road win. And a victory like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Spartans. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Levin. Quickly complete. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple of times and they've been sacked a couple of times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
Makes the grab. It's Tyson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Gonna run it. It's Udo. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This will likely be the last play of the half. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. One more snap coming before halftime. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Got it in the middle. It's Tyson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. Dropping back, it's Levin. Got his man in the middle. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hamilton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. That's reeled in. It's Hamilton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hamilton.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gonna run it. It's Udo. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll go right back to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
working that wide receiver screen. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll start this drive from the 42. Dropping back, it's Levin. Going up top. Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the run, it's Udo. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the 1st down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Now the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot, and now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
Scanning the field, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
And that's a sneaky big 2-point conversion right there by this offense. Like, cutting the lead now. They're only down by 3. I think this is big because you put some game pressure now on the other side of the football. This offense now knows they have to come out here, score some points, or this could get interesting.
He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The handoff to Johnson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Here comes the option. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it, and all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll give it to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That was a nice grab by the tight end. Didn't get many yards, wasn't real open, but at least make the catch, at least get a little positivity on the play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Tyson. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Sun Devils are on the move. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Huskers! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Louisville. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Tyson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
To the air, it's Levin. Grab near the marker, it's Brown. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They want that clock to run. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. It's a seam wide open. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Huskers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's on. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Huskers inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. The give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed